Hello my dear students. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Gagan ma'am is here for your help. Today in this video we are going to learn poem number 1 of class 10, Dust of Snow, that is written by Robert Frost. So you can see in this on the screen a short poem, a big message. Dust of Snow is a short poem and giving us a deep message. So let's start. First of all, let's have a reading. Dust of snow. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had lived. Written by Robert Frost. So you can see a very short poem. Name of the poem is Dust of Snow, and the poem is written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is a very well-known poet. In ninth class also, there is a poem written by Robert Frost, that is the Road Not Taken. And in the forthcoming classes, for example, in class uh, plus 2 or 12th, you will also get some poems written by the same poet. So here we are going to learn this poem. I have provided you with some notes also. You can note them down. If you learn only these points, then also you will be able to answer any question about this poem. Okay, so what you are to learn, first of all, the name of the poem, that is Dust of Snow. Means how is the poem? This is a short poem. Who has written this poem? The poem is written by Robert Frost. The poem is short, but it gives a big message. That means it gives a deep message. And what is that message? We are to learn this also. The message is that small things can also bring big changes. Means nothing is small in life. Okay, nothing in life is small. That means sometimes trivial things or very small things or small experience, they can also change our life. Apart from that, one more element is there, that is nature is a great healer of bad moods. Suppose if we are in a bad mood or we feel depressed, so having some time in the lap of nature, that can also change our mind or uplift it. Okay, uplift our mood. Apart from that, some rhyming words are there in this poem, like crow, snow, me, tree, heart, part, mood, rude, and the rhyming scheme of the poem is first stanza A B A B, and same is about the second stanza, that is also A B A B. I would like to mention one thing here. If you don't know how to form rhyming scheme, so you can watch my another video that is totally based on how to form rhyme scheme or what about rhyming words. Okay, so you can go through that video also, then you will be able to form rhyming scheme by your own. So in this poem, what the poet is saying, that the way a crow shook down on me, means how a crow shook down. What the crow shook down? The dust of snow on the poet from a hemlock tree. That means there was a crow sitting on a hemlock tree. Okay, where was the crow? The crow was sitting on the hemlock tree. And what did the crow do? The crow shook down the dust of snow on the poet. That means poet was standing under the tree. And this small incident, see, nothing so important is there in this whole incident. It is a very common thing, right? Someone is standing under a tree and a bird is sitting on the tree, and just the bird shook down on the person standing under the tree the dust of snow. So very petty experience, but this small experience or this small incident, what it has done, has given my heart a change of mood. The falling of dust of snow, this small incident has changed my mood. The poet is saying, that this incident has given my heart a change of mood, means my mood is uplifted, and saved some part of a day I had ruined. And this incident that uplifted my mood had saved the part of the day that I was regretting. Right? It means that the poet was held in regret that he was feeling that his entire day has been wasted. But when the crow shook down on him the dust of snow, this small incident changed his life, changed his mood, and saved the rest of his day. So this is the poem. Okay. Now the theme of the poem Dust of Snow is that sometimes small things can bring big changes in our life. In addition, it also shows that nature is a great healer, and the poem expresses the significance of small things in changing one's attitude. Sometimes, for example, what happened? Suppose we are feeling sad. We are not in a mood to do something. Okay, do some work. But what happened then? We just listen to a song, and just because of the lyrics, our mood is changed. We feel uplifted, right? So that is what this poem wants to convey. Here is one word only, means that is somehow new. The word is rude, that means held in regret. Now here are some important questions. What is a dust of snow? So it is already clear to you. Dust of snow means the tiny particles of snow or the snowflakes. What does the poet say has changed his mood? So falling of the dust of snow, okay, or the way the crow shook down on him the dust of snow, that has changed the poet's mood. How has the poet's mood changed? So the same thing is to mention again. Okay. How does Frost present nature in this poem? So the poet has present nature in a different way. Okay, but how? We can answer with the help of these points. First one is, what are the birds that are usually named in poems? We see that in the poems usually the poets mention about nightingale, cuckoo bird, seagulls, right, or pretty birds like parrot, manna. But here the poet has chosen crow. So do you think crow is often mentioned in the poems? No, it is not so common. What images come to your mind when you think of a crow? When we think of a crow, an image that comes to our mind is of a black bird, black in color, and having a harsh and croak sound, okay, croak voice. Again, what is a hemlock tree? Similarly, is in the same way as he used crow in his poem, he has used hemlock tree also. He has mentioned about hemlock tree, not the beautiful trees such as maple, oak, or pine. He has used hemlock tree, and hemlock tree and crow, both of these are showing the negative elements here, okay, or representing the negative things, sadness, dejection, sorrow. But the poet has used them to show or to represent such feelings. But even he had mentioned about the healing power of nature also. Next is, what do the crow and hemlock represent, joy or sorrow? So obviously it is sorrow. What does the dust of snow that crow shakes off a hemlock tree stands for? So the dust of snow that the crow shakes off, what is it? It is referring to the sadness, okay, that the poet was experiencing. Next is, have there been, this is related to your own experience, so you are to share in your own view, own words. Have there been times when you felt depressed or hopeless? So many times it happens. Have you experienced a similar moment that changed your mood that day? So you can mention a very small thing that changed your mood. For example, listening to a song or playing with your pet. Any kind of example you may use. So here are some poetic devices that is used in the poem. First one is alliteration. Alliteration is used in these two lines. Has given my heart, H or H. Her sound is repeating, right? Her. And saved some parts, her sound is repeating. So that's why alliteration is used here. Next is metaphor. Where do we use, means where do we find metaphor? Where a correct comparison is made between two different things. So here the snowflakes, that has been compared to dust. Okay, so that's why metaphor is here, and like and as word is not there. Next one is assonance. Assonance means the prominence of a vowel sound throughout a line is called assonance. Means the importance of the vowel sound. Read the line carefully, that shook down on me. Okay, so o sound is like highlighting here. Okay, shook down on me. So that's why assonance is used here. This one is synecdoche. The poet has mentioned that his heart has given a change of mood. That his heart was given. It was not only the heart, but the poet. Okay, but he is mentioning only a part of his body, that is heart. So when a part is mentioned and referring to the whole thing or vice versa, then which poetic device is there? That is synecdoche. Okay, and if you want to want some more clarification on the poetic devices, so you may go through my another video, poetic devices, that has not been uploaded yet, but I am working on it. Very soon I would upload a video related to poetic devices. So that video will be helpful for you, how we can identify different poetic devices used in the poems or the songs or other things. Okay. So I hope you have learned something really useful. If you enjoy the video and you learn something, then you may share this with your friends also. Okay, and don't forget, Gagan ma'am is always available for your help. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next video.